Good morning, everyone. My name is John, and I'm a paleontologist. Now, when most people hear that, they immediately get an image of an old professor studying dried-up dinosaur bones, or else they think of a great adventurer from the movies. Well, I'm neither. But I would like to talk to you today about how I came to be a paleontologist and the reason I believe it is an important job. All my life, my main interest has been the environment. So I actually started out as an ecology student. As part of my degree course, I had to do a unit on extinction, and a lecturer visiting from another university gave us a talk on Australia's extinct animals. One of the animals he talked about was called the Diprotodon. It's an ancestor of the modern Australian wombat. He described this enormous animal crossing ancient lakes, getting stuck in the mud and becoming part of the fossil record, which is what we call the preserved remains of animals and plants that we find. And I was fascinated. So fascinated that I immediately changed courses. But paleontology isn't all easygoing. The very first field trip I went on was pretty awful. We went to an outback fossil site and we were digging in extreme conditions. I've learned since that that's pretty standard for work like this. But to make matters worse, after 5 days, I'd found nothing. I was getting really disheartened, and I was starting to regret my decision when, on the last day of the trip, I was digging into the bank of an ancient dried-up riverbed and found a funny-looking piece of rock. Inside it was a tooth from a giant kangaroo. Finding that one fossil made me realise that this was...
How are we going to get to the airport on Monday? Shall we get a taxi?
It would be nice and convenient, but the fare is so expensive.
That's true. Well, if you want to save money, we could always take the bus.
It might be cheaper, but the bus doesn't start running until 7 o'clock, and we need to be at the airport by 6. I'll ask my sister if she can give us a lift.
That would be great if she could drive us.
Yes, I'm sure she won't mind.
Section 3.
So, what else have we got to do?
Well, we've gathered enough information. I don't think we need to find out any more.
You're right. Should we go and see Professor Smith then? We could ask his advice.
Well, he could check it for us and make sure we've done enough. But I'd rather do that after we've put it all together. At the moment, we only have a lot of handwritten notes. I don't want to show him that.
Okay, let's divide the material up and each put it onto a disc so we can print off a nicely presented copy.
Right, let's organise our presentation on the new science equipment, shall we?
Yes. I'm a bit worried it's overly long. We only have 10 minutes.
Why don't we go through each section then?
OK. What about the introduction? I think that's OK.
It's not very exciting.
I don't think we should cut any of it, though.
Of course, and we can still do it the same way, but maybe we should bring along some actual equipment.
Great idea. That would help grab their attention. Now, next we look at the benefits of this technology. We've got plenty about that.
I agree. In fact, some of the ones we've chosen are pretty obvious, I think. Perhaps we could leave some out.
Agreed. And that would save some time.
Yes. Now, when it comes to the negatives, I'd like to propose something a little different.
I like that section. It's always enjoyable hearing about technology going wrong.
Well, we've got a few thought-provoking quotes from people who've encountered specific problems. And we were planning on just reading them out, but I think we should video them and play the recording instead.
Oh, that would be better. And if we use a variety of media, I think we'll get a higher mark.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
OK, let's give it a try. Now, what about the conclusion? Should we include something else? It's pretty short at the moment.
Yes, but I think that's okay. There's not much more to say, really. We've already verified all our sources, so I don't think there's anything else left to do.
Well, I think I'll do an internet search anyway, just to be sure we haven't missed anything.
OK. It would be good to be able to state that we have included all the very latest information.
Absolutely.